Hello, this is Robert Ferguson, nutritionist, author, speaker, guy who cares, most importantly, and that's why we share. And I am going to share with you something I believe will be interesting because I'm going to introduce you to who may be the greatest weight loss coach of all time. And the fact being that this person is obese. So you heard me correctly. The greatest weight loss coach may be obese. Now, before I dig into it and share exactly what I mean by this, I would like to invite you to our YouTube channel if you're not there. Please like, comment, hit the bell because we have momentum now and we are definitely growing and reaching a pretty broad audience. Um, and if you are on Facebook, please share, like, reach out to us if you have questions because our goal is to help you become informed so you are less likely to fall prey to those who are misinformed. Because, well, one, let me just say this. What I mean by that is if you meet someone that knows more about you when it comes to nutrition, or they come across like they know more about nutrition, then you will succumb and listen to them, and what they're reciting may become your new truth. But if you're informed, then you aren't misled, right? It's interesting. Like I did an interview the other day, which is really cool on this radio station. And it was one of the best interviews I've ever done. And the person who invited me, the radio host invited me to do her show, wanted me to come on the show and have a debate with a keto coach, someone who believes 100% in the keto methodology, the carnivore way of eating and living. And she's a coach and she's certified keto and all these things. And I said, I will love to do that. So I went on the show and we literally talked for an hour and a half. And let me tell you, the goal wasn't to debate. The goal was to share information. And it was really good. And I believe this is one of those things that the world is missing. We're missing an opportunity for people with different experiences, different outcomes, to all come together and share what's worked for them, and then leave it up to the people to choose what's best for them. And at the end of the day, what came out with our conversation was for every person that she could bring to the table that lost 50 pounds using keto, I could bring someone who lost 50 pounds using Diet Free Life. For every person she could bring to the table that lost 100 pounds, I have a whole bunch of them that lost 100 pounds with Diet Free Life. So at the end of the day, if we know that you can lose weight, okay, and feel great and be healthy, and that's kind of out there a little bit. So, but let's just generalize it and be healthy. Then it comes down to like, what road do you want to go down, right? I show people how to eat carbs. I am not a dieter. I don't believe in dieting. I believe in education. And when you have the knowledge and understanding, you can choose how you want to eat your food in a way that's going to get you these amazing results, whether it's losing weight or whether it's looking better, feeling better, improving health markers like cholesterol and triglycerides, etc. So yes, you can do keto and you can avoid carbs, or you can go with my methodology, Diet Free Life, and eat carbs. The outcome is going to be the same. Now, I'm only talking weight. My question still is, I am looking for one board certified physician who is a gastroenterologist to endorse keto or carnivore. I have not met that person yet. I have been looking for that doctor. I was told yesterday that this person existed. I am waiting to hear, because every gastroenterologist, and the gastroenterologist is someone who is looking at the gut, the colon on a regular basis, and knowing that colon cancer has increased over 500% in the last 40, 50 years. Well, I'm going to, if there's a gastroenterologist that's endorsing keto or carnivore, that will change my perspective. And I don't believe we're going to have one. And if we do have one, there's someone who maybe was trained, and this is my speculation, but they don't practice. meaning they're not like a Dr. Sabine Hazan, who is looking at the gut and is a trailblazer when it comes to the gut microbiome and the health of the gut. So there you go. So anyway, let's get back to why I'm doing this live. I'm doing this live because I want to introduce you to who may be the greatest weight loss coach in the world, but they're obese. They're overweight. Ooh, okay. Now, before I go there, I want to introduce you to someone. It's a husband and wife, and their name is, they're the Crowleys, Bella and Martha. Well, if you don't recognize this couple right here, this couple has been around forever. And Bella is the man, and his wife is Martha. And both of them have been the lead coaches for the gymnastic team in the United States. And what's fascinating about Bella, for me, the husband, because he was there first and then he basically got expelled and he couldn't coach anymore. And then his wife took over and continued to run with their legacy in the program. Well, Bella, who's trained the best athletes in gymnastics ever, and we're talking specifically female. He trained the first woman, Nadia Comaneci, who was the first gymnast to score a 10 when 10 was like perfection. And this guy can't do a handstand, but yet he's an amazing coach. He don't know how to do a back handspring, but he's an amazing coach. So here's my point. Just because someone may be overweight or obese does not mean they can't coach you when it comes to nutrition and weight loss. The best coaches I have attained as I've made it where we have this certification where people can become a coach are the ones who were a client, and many of them have not been successful 100% in losing all their weight. They're not at their final destination, but yet I made them a coach. And in the very beginning, when we first started training people to coach the Diet Free Life methodology, at one point we had 3 offices in Ventura County, California. And in those 3 offices, it was just me and my ex-wife, and we were doing all the coaching. But by the time there was 3 offices, what happened is we would have certain clients, and if they had the enthusiasm, we would say, hey, have you ever thought about like maybe helping people the way I helped you? And they would say, like being a coach? I go, absolutely. Like being a coach. Well, how does that work? Well, you know the methodology. And they go, yeah. So I'm just going to train you, and then we're going to put you in a position where you can coach. You don't have to do marketing. All you have to do is show up when we have appointment for you. And what's interesting is the very first 3 coaches that we certified all were school teachers. And I hadn't thought about that until the other day. I was talking to one of our new coaches, or actually potential new coach, who is a teacher. And when she said that, I was like, you know what? That is so fascinating, because I totally forgot about that. The very first 3 coaches that we certified to teach Diet Free Life were teachers. And what I've learned, if you look at some of my data that I've written over the years, I like teachers because they actually care. Most of them, when they first get into it, they really want to like make a difference. And so I'll advertise and say that all you need to have is the heart of a teacher, meaning if you really care and want to share, you will be a great coach. Now, if you've dieted in your past or if you struggled in your past, you may not even be at your weight goal. You will be a good coach. Most of the time when you're coaching someone, you're not even looking at them. They don't even know what you look like unless they're your Facebook friend or something like that. But if you've dieted in your life, right? Let's say you've done different diets. Those are the best coaches because they can speak to the different diets out there. And when people discover Diet Free Life, it's like they discover the truth. And I'm not bragging, I'm just stating facts. And anyone who's here, you guys can comment if you want and let the world know. But Diet Free Life, the methodology is gold. It's like a It's amazing, and it's amazing how many people I've put it in front of, and they all say it's gold, um, again and again and again. So once you have the methodology and you start helping people, oh, it feels great. What a great way to have a side business, or it can become like your primary business, and helping people. And hear me on this, because I look at the stats and the data all the time, especially when it comes to business. The demand for AKA health coaches is it's like an all-time high. It is not going anywhere. Cancer is on a rise. We're going to see more people with cancer in the next 5 to 10 years in a concentrated period of time than we ever have. And a lot of it has to go back to what we've experienced with the pandemic, the disruption with our gut microbiome. People don't understand the importance of that. And I just happen to be working with someone who is a master at it and is leading the way. And the data that I'm aware of is mind-blowing. I could literally not sleep at night because I think about what's to come. And I just want to be around when all of this comes to fruition, and the world can then become healthier as a result of really understanding the gut microbiome. That's one of my main goals. I would love to be around to see what's to come, the same as I want to be around and see my daughters walk down the aisle. That's gold to me. Matter of fact, not to get thrown off, and I'll be in here shortly, but I saw a study. I read 2 studies today, and I went really deep on them. And these studies were very clear that vegetable oils hear my words, cause cancer. And the saddest part about this is that Harvard Medical Group, if you go to American Heart Association, the Mayo Clinic, they're all promoting vegetable oils. Now, I understand why, and I'm not going to spend time to go over that now. I did a free seminar that you can go to. It's called carbthresholdreport.com. And you can learn all about why I'm saying what I'm saying. But this is not a conspiracy. This is factual, you guys. And I'm going to do another seminar, free seminar, that's going to touch on metabolism, everything about metabolism that people would like to know, because most people think that metabolism slows over time. And the data and the science that I believe is settled, the metabolism does not slow over time. It may not be as efficient, but it does not slow. And I'll be explaining the details of that, which supports everything that we do with the Diet Free Life methodology. So here's the take home. The take home is, if I'm coaching you, or we just look at you, you're also your own coach. Now, you could be overweight, you could be battling, but you play a huge role in coaching you. And at the same time, if you ever had a passion, or if it's ever been in your heart where you want to help people, and you know about the Diet Free Life methodology, because I have some people who have been with me for years. They know the Diet Free Life methodology like the back of their hand. They're not a coach, but they 1,000% can be a coach tomorrow. Like, I was talking to one of my clients today who, she's not going to be able to retire as early as she thought. And I was like, you know what? You are a very nice, loving person. You have been with me for 13, 14 years. You are a success story. Have you ever thought about being a coach? And she says, well, how could I do that? I go, you just tell me you want to do it and I'll get you the information. And she goes, well, I just don't feel like I'm where I need to be. And I mentioned Bella Carosi. I go, you don't have to be Miss Fitness or Mr. Fitness. If you can help someone, then that's a win-win, right? It's like, if you can help somebody, let's help people, because cancer is going to be on a big time rise. Type 2 diabetes is about to be in a whole nother category, as far as it's getting worse and worse and worse. I have a theory on why you're going to start to see more people getting cancer. And that's why for the last 5 years, I've been working very closely with some oncologists, City of Hope, American Cancer Centers. I mean, I've done the work, and I've worked with a good amount of people who have survived cancer, and I know how to help them reduce their likeliness of experiencing it again. And if I know that, why would I not keep helping people? It would be a disservice. It would be a disgrace for me to keep this information inside myself. So anyway, I just found it fascinating, and you know what? You could use the analogy of Bella the same as you could if someone's a network marketer, right? Because oftentimes people look at the people who are thriving in their business and they go, oh, I can never do that, because they're comparing. And I go, but if you understand it and you have the knowledge and you have the heart of a teacher, you may be a great network marketer. You may be a great paper delivery person. You may be a great, bank teller. You may be a great health and wellness coach. I mean, you know what I mean? It's like, if you have it in you and you like to help people, then you could be a great coach. You don't have to look like you won the Miss Fitness universe. If you can help someone get to where they want to be, and with regards to Diet for Your Life, and you know the methodology, that's gold. So the greatest weight loss coach may be obese. She may not even have thought about starting. Or, I had one client named Dave. I'll just keep it there. Dave, he would be a great coach, but he's going through it and he's battling with his own health. But at the same time, I know he would be a great coach because he has that charisma, that energy to share, because he really does care. And why hold back on that? You don't have to wait until you get to your weight loss goal to position yourself to help other people. If Bella had done that, we would have never seen the gymnastic team that America has had. So many things in the world of gymnastics would have never happened if this man who's not a gymnast didn't start coaching. Woo! I'm going to keep it there, you guys. I'm going to keep it right there. Anyway, who were able to come on? I think I saw Eric. Hey, what's up, Eric? I hadn't seen you in a while. Tiffany, what's up, Tiffany? Stephanie, Joe. I'm ready to jam, get living after my divorce. And okay. So Stephanie she is a good coach. She would be a great coach. Give me a call, Stephanie. Let's get you going. All right. Okay. You are always fun. And Giselle, the one and only. What's up, Lady Giselle? Giselle she's the coach. She's about to start coaching people. I am so proud of this lady. Seriously, like, she just went after it. I just recommended it, and now she's about to make a difference in the lives of so many people. Well, there you have it. If you have information, if you wanted more information, if you want to take our quiz, if you want to be on our newsletter, just go to our website, dietfreelife.com. I appreciate you. I thank you. I'm Robert Ferguson, master nutritionist, America's fat loss coach, a guy who cares. And that's why